Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Teguh Rahman Agustio. I am a student at the Universitas Negeri Padang, majoring in automotive engineering. At this meeting, I will explain about hydraulic pumps. Hydraulic pump convert mechanical energy into hydraulic energy by creating flow of hydraulic fluid. The function of pump is to create flow of hydraulic fluid to power and implement to the work. There are three basic types of pump. Number one is gear pump, and two piston pump, and three fan pump. Here I will explain one of the three types of hydraulic pump, namely the gear pump. Gear pumps are the simpler, most rugged, and expensive of pump. They have the highest resistance to depressed damage and are used in applications where low pressure and high constant flow rate are required. Gear pumps are almost always used as lube pump for engine and hydraulic pump for transmission. They are also used as torque converters, cavern pump, large displacement gear pump with rate working pressure up to 3000 psi were used for many years as main implement hydraulic pumps on all wheel loaders and can still be found on some smaller machines. However, increasing demand for created performance and fuel efficiency have driven a change from gear pump to gear pump to more efficient variable displacement piston pump. And the next, how gear pump work. Typical gear pump used to strike cut gear of the same size. One gear is driven by the engine or pump drive and cause the other gear to rotate as wheel. Gear pump move oil by trapping oil at the pump inlet in the space between the rotating gear teeth and pump housing. As the trapped oil reaches the pump outlet, the teeth from two gears miss, forcing the oil from between the teeth and into the pump outlet. Gears are fixed replacement pump because the volume of trapped oil between each gear tooth does not change. In order to increase the outlet flow rate, a gear pump must be driven at a faster speed. Gear pumps are well sited for low pressure, high volume application where long life and resistance to depressed damage is important. Gear pumps are not generally well suited for high pressure application because of excessive leakage in the gear to housing clearance at high air. Next type of gear pump. These gear pumps are classified into several different types but some of the basic gear pump designs are classified into types, which include external gear pump and internal gear pump. External gear pump. The external gear pump can be constructed with two gears intersection and identical in which the gears are located to each other with a separate shaft. In general, a single gear can be moved with the help of a motor to move other gear. In some cases, the shaft can be driven by an electric motor, and this is how with bearing on each side of the casing. When the gear emerges from the mesh on the inlet side of the pump, the products an extended amount. The fluid supplies into the cavity as well as being trapped with the gear teeth as the gear continues to rotate beside the pump casing. The trapped fluid can be moved from the inlet to the outlet in the casing area. When the gearbox becomes connected to the discharge surface of the gear pump, then the amount can be reduced and the fluid is forced out under the force. No fluid can be moved back to the center between the gears as they are linked. Close tolerance between the gears as well as the cover allow the pump to expand section at the inlet and stop fluid from leaking backwards from the discharge side. This gear pump design can use helical spool or herringbone gear. Next, internal gear pump. The internal gear pump works on the same principle except that two hog gear sizes differ with one rotating between the other. The rotor is a large gear as well as an inner gear and has that stick out it. A small external gear is installed and it is primarily designed to be connected by the rotor so that the teeth are connected at one end. The bushing and pinion can be connected to the pump case with all the inlet in the casing. Permanent semi-circular permanent divider or void seal spacer that is formed block the installation location outside the inlet center and perform like a seal between portions as in and out. When the gear emerges from this mesh on the inlet side of the pump, the products an extended amount. The fluid supplies into the cavity as well as being trapped with the gear teeth as the gear continues to rotate beside the pump casing. The trapped fluid can be moved from the inlet to the outlet in the casing area. When the gears are connected to the pump surface, the amount can be reduced and the fluid is forced out to the pressure. The inner gear pump design uses only runway wheel. Next, advantage and disadvantage of gear pump. The advantages of a gear pump are as follows. Maintenance is simple. It handles a wide range of fixed costs. Output can be controlled, easy to raise control. Cavitation is less sensitive. The disadvantages of a gear pump are as follows. The fluid must be free of abrasive. Interlocking gear can also be noisy. So that's all I can say. If there are words wrong, I am so sorry. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.